You know, I always love flying. If it's an RC, plane, drone, helicopter, it doesn't matter. You give me an opportunity to get behind the sticks and come up and fly, and I'm having a good day, even if it's a completely bad RC thing. Man, it's just fun. It's really fun, especially maidening something I've never flown before. And today we're going to take a look at this little XK brand of an RC fighter jet. XK is one of the better cheap China brands, okay, with the slower shipping companies. They tend to do a pretty good job at things that fly. They can be hit and miss, but I'm usually more hopeful for a successful flight with this. Now, I'll admit, when I get my hands on a $50 or $60 RC commercial plane and it doesn't have any control surfaces, I usually, I want to have a good day, but I don't get too excited about it. This, on the other hand, has me really excited. Although the radio doesn't have much to speak about, like, or brag about, it is a nice full functioning radio, and it comes completely ready to fly. The jet itself has me pretty excited. For one, this is a brushless motor setup. Yeah, at this size, there is a nice little brushless outrunner motor on there, which I really, really like. I'm very pumped about that. A lot of times at this size and price, we have brushed motors on our little guys. We also have push rods here, you can probably see, which means they are connected to servos and to control surfaces in the back. Very pumped about that. Now, those of you that have a keen eye and are one step ahead of me will have seen these LED strips under the wings here. So they're probably going to have some amazing looking lights on this. I have not powered it on yet, so we're going to get to experience that together. Also, this is flying on a 2S battery, not just 1S, so I am expecting some performance. There's a higher voltage out of a 2S battery, to those of you that are new to the hobby, so I'm pretty pumped. Also, for all of us that are afraid of flying something tiny, maybe harder to see farther away, this guy has flight stabilization, so it should be able to just keep nice and smooth and level in the sky, and with the click of a button we should be able to turn that off, do some loops and rolls. I'm excited. If you guys are pumped, you want to see the price on this thing, because they do change sometimes depending on supply and demand, we'll have it linked in the description box below. There are a ton of things that look like this, so don't be fooled if you're out there shopping online and you see an RC plane that looks like this. Trust me, it might not perform exactly like this specific model. So if you like what you see in the video, click the link and pick one up. But we're gonna fly it and see how it performs and let you know if it's worth your hard-earned money. Looks can be very deceiving. Fingers crossed.
Oh, they can't see the lights at all. It's really bright out today. It doesn't show up at all. There's red and green for orientation.
I can see them. I
can too, but I don't think the camera can.
Oh, not a bad toss.
For such a little guy, it screams.
Yeah. That was 100% my fault. I tried to do a wing tip toss launch, which is a traditional way to toss these guys, to launch them. Any type of like delta wing or pusher prop. I've never been able to launch a plane like that. I thought today would be the day I could do it. I tossed it, you know, my own way, overhead throw. Just watch your fingers when you do that. That's a tiny prop, it really wouldn't hurt too much. You know, you're not gonna chop a finger off or anything, but you could chop it up a little bit, so just be careful if you toss like that. But it's flying really well. This is hands-free, check that out. A little bit of wind pushing me that direction, but that's all. Yeah, this thing is much louder. Abby, we recently flew my F16 Falcon on the channel, and it's a big 4S fast jet. And I'm gonna give you guys a full throttle pass here and I'll shut up. I want you to hear this. I feel like this is almost louder than that. It probably is, actually.
I feel like it is.
At certain RPMs. Now, I'm in stabilization mode right now, and we are just cruising along. This thing looks great. It's flying really well. It'd probably be a little quieter if I didn't chew up my prop. But it did come with extra props, so I have nothing to complain about. And it's flying extremely well. I think that should speak for its durability, as this is made out of EPP foam, so it's very bendable, very flexible, extremely forgiving in crashes. and I just threw it down on asphalt and chewed up the prop a little bit, and we're still in the air. So I think if you're a beginner and you're wanting something that's actually pretty performance on a budget level, this is awesome. I'm just trying to get a nice low pass here, Abby. Yeah! I feel pretty confident with this little guy. Those banks, I'm not having to give any up elevator. This is, I'll go left and right as sharp as I can here so you can see the pitch. Seems like it will go left a little sharper. That's without any up elevator, so we do drop a hair. Let's see how it does with 0 throttle, guys. It's probably not going to perform real well. I'm guessing this needs to maintain some throttle. There's full up. And let's get a little bit of speed going, and then I'm going to go 0 throttle and see how it glides. There's 0. It glides okay. Definitely likes having some power.
It is a jet.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to press a couple buttons and see if I can get us out of stabilization mode. There's only a couple of options we have here. Top left, that's got to be rates, so now we should be able to turn much sharper. Yes. Pressing it again, we're back to rate 1, 2, we turn a little sharper. So top left is rates. Top right, I believe that was stabilization. Yep, so our 2 buttons, we have rates on the left and stabilization on the right. Let's see if we can do a loop. There it is. Oh yeah, nice. Hey, this actually maintains a little bit of stabilization. I just turned it back on though. Let's see if we can do a roll here. You ready? And there's it's a slow roll because we're using those, I think we call them elevons on the back. So one of my servos is going to pull in, the other one's going to pull out. They're going to go opposite directions, and that's what gives you some roll. And they aren't very big control surfaces, so you don't get a lot of roll rate on that. I'll do one more just to say we did, but that was a slow roll for something moving along like this at this size. So we're gonna do that one more time. We're gonna roll it. That's not horrible. That's not horrible. This is quick, Abby, for a little 2S thing. Very stable. Would you like to get your hands on this?
Sure.
Okay, let me land it. I want to land it in the grass.
Good luck, everybody. Nate's getting behind the camera.
Oh my gosh.
Good luck filming this.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Oh!
I didn't want to land on the asphalt. I think we're okay. Abby is at the controls here. She launches a little differently than I do. Always scary. I couldn't do that. See what you got. So what Abby does, we're both right-handed. Oh, here we go.
Why is this so squirrely? Oh my gosh.
You're used to flying big hobby grade planes, that's why.
I need sunglasses.
Yeah, the sun has come out. I am. There we go. Abby, she'll launch by using her right hand to throw it because you have more confidence with your dominant hand for tossing.
I feel like my toss was better than yours.
My first one was horrible. You did get to see.
I feel like I did better than you.
Yeah. You know, I feel more comfortable having my right hand on the control surface so that if it does start to dive or something, I can pull up. Now that was not the case when I did my wingtip toss. Yeah, it flies way more squirrely than a bigger hobby grade plane, of course. Controls are going to be much more sensitive on a little toy grade radio like that. But you have to admit, overall, once you get a feel for it, after 30 seconds in,
I just got a little nervous there at the beginning.
It flies better than I expected. But I was, admittedly, pretty excited about this one. And I must be getting old. We record.
I'm flying low, guys. And I'm flying pretty close.
Yes, you are.
So it's Nate's fault, not mine. Nate can no longer blame it on me.
No, it's all me.
You're flying too high, I can't film you. Now he can't say that, so. It's the cameraman, not the pilot.
I can't really see. We have this tiny 2-inch screen that we're recording on. And then, you know, the airplane. Whatever size it is for you guys watching, imagine that on a 2-inch screen. Again, huge props to Abby. Don't know how she does such a good job.
Well, for an F22, this is pretty cool.
It's so cool. It's super cool.
Is this the first time I've flown an F22?
Maybe.
Well, I guess I tried that yellow plane we had a long time ago. I did pretty good at that.
You're doing a great job, Abby. It's easy to fly. Once you have kind of get a feel for how it likes to fly, 30 seconds to a minute in or so, cleans right up. Cleans right up. Your left turn, right turn, low to the ground. For some reason, you have extreme confidence with this. You're below the hill right now. Look at you go! Woo! Skimming. You're flying under the radar. That's what they do. They cannot detect you on the radar as low as you're flying. Oh boy. Is that you or the battery?
Me.
Okay. Yeah, you are skimming below the hill. You're like, you're not gonna find me, bad guys. Flying under the radars. Makes me want to get a second one and dogfight you. You're doing really good.
Thanks.
That's like the lowest you've ever flown anything. So you know what I can accredit that to? Your confidence is affected by cost of aircraft.
That is true.
It is very true. Oh, and that's why.
Battery. That was my
okay.
battery.
Well, perfect. I'll go get it.
I thought it might have been, but that definitely was. It was done.
Sorry you didn't get more flight time.
That's how it goes. It's like back in the old drone days now.
Well, I'm pleasantly surprised by that. I think you probably are too.
I feel like I did a better job than you did, although I didn't try
did.
to do any flips or rolls.
I really got excited about doing a launch like this. I don't know why I even try.
Every time you try, it just...
Ends
Someone
bad.
teach Nate how to hand launch like that.
It always ends bad. So here's the bottom of the jet. We had 2 asphalt rough landings. You know, on my takeoff, I scraped the asphalt pretty good. And on the landing that I tried to land here in the grass, I overshot it and hit the asphalt. As you can see, there's no foam that's been scraped off, no scratch marks on the plastic. The rubber nose up here, which by the way is really cool that that's like a soft rubber. That kind of took most of the force and my props, sadly, from that takeoff. I scuffed it up some. Got spare props though, and I'm really happy with this. As far as one of these small little jets go, which are getting pretty popular now, this is one of the better flying ones I've seen. I love that it's brushless. I like that we have actual control surfaces. We've seen a couple things like this that are probably almost just as good on the channel, but we've seen a lot that are totally pass-worthy too. Look, if you click this link to check it out down below, and the price is right for you, and you feel comfortable with it, pick one up, okay? This is gonna be a budget option out there to have so much technology packed into this ready to fly setup. Literally the only thing you have to buy are some AA batteries. That was a decent flight time. It came with a USB charge cable so you can charge it in your car if you got USB in your car. One of those little power packs that you charge your phones off of, charge it at home, off your computer, whatever. You can get a long day of flying out of this, especially if you got a couple other things to fly. It is absolutely worth your hard-earned money. This is a great little RC jet, performed extremely well. Slightly slow roll rates, but I think when I did those rolls, now that I think of it, I might have been in low rates when I did that. I can't remember, so maybe it could have gone a little faster, but it flew really well. This was a lot of fun, and I'm so glad we got to get out today and share this day with you guys. What a fun hobby. I mean, are there any better hobbies out there really for the money? I love getting outside, getting your hands on things, experiencing the technology, and just sharing it with everyone else. It's awesome. And for that, I thank God. I'm so grateful. I also want to say a huge thanks to all of our Patreon supporters, because without you guys, we couldn't get out here as often as we do. The content would not be as free as it is for everybody. Since day one, our channel's 100% free, minus a couple little ads that roll by. Thank you, YouTube, and it does help keep the lights on. We say a huge thank you to all of our Patreon supporters from the bottom of our hearts. We'll have another little budget plane option video popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.